How we doing, folks? Hey, I'm going to keep this video brief, but I did want to go ahead and at least kind of introduce the plan for the week here because hybrid was kind of thrown on us. So what I did here to start your module, and this is actually in the 1110 module, I will move this over every day as well, but you have each day what students present in the building as well as virtual students will be doing, and this is sorted by white or green day. So for instance, today, students in the building will be completing the To Kill a Mockingbird test. Once we've done that, we will view the end of To Kill a Mockingbird. Virtual students, you'll be working through Literary Devices Day 1 materials. It is set up as a quiz, and then when you come in on Thursday, my other section of White Day students, you will take that same To Kill a Mockingbird's test. On Wednesday, I will have green students here. We will begin Literary Devices Day 1 materials. You will need to submit that, what is not completed in class, as homework, because we will dedicate at least maybe the back end of class to studying and preparing for Vocabulary Quiz 5, which we will do in class tomorrow on Wednesday. Green Day virtual students, again, this is for Wednesday. Make sure you submit attendance. Complete Literary Devices Day 1 materials, and I will talk about that here just briefly. And prepare for Vocabulary Quiz 5, which you will do in class on Friday if you are virtual on Wednesday as a Green Day student. On Thursday, White Day students in the building will complete, once again, To Kill a Mockingbird Civil Rights Movement Unit Test. View end of the film as well. White Day students will also submit attendance. These are the virtual students. Complete Literary Devices Day 1 materials and prepare for Vocabulary Quiz 5. So basically, there are two activities you're doing this week. If you are a White Day student, you are completing the test and working on Literary Devices Activity 1, again, it's set up as a quiz. It may or may not be graded as such. I'll have to look at kind of the weighting there. Okay. Green Day students, you have already taken the To Kill a Mockingbird test. So what you will be working through, again, is the Literary Devices Day 1. Some materials there. There's some resources. I'll take a look at that here in a second. I'll kind of go over that with you. And then on Friday, you will be moving on, all right, to kind of our next thing, and that'll be Literary Devices Day 2. The way I'm looking at that right now is it's actually set up kind of as a quiz that you'll be allowed to attempt as many times perhaps as you want, up to maybe 5 or 6. So that's kind of where we're going then. And again, Green Day students in the building on Friday, you'll finally complete Vocabulary Quiz 5. Virtual students on Friday, Green Day, submit attendance, complete Literary Devices Day 2. The only vocab quiz that will drag over into next week is for White Day virtual students on Thursday. If you are virtual on Thursday, your vocabulary quiz will be on Monday. So I'm going to actually just hit next in the module here. And this is the Mockingbird test. Okay, so those of you, when you were in class this week, if you were a White Day student, so it'll be today and Thursday, this will be the main focus of what we're doing here. Okay, I'm going to need to change that password now since I just showed it all to you. 11:10, so this is a hybrid schedule. I'm going to go over this today here in just a second. So if you are a hybrid student, you are going to be knocking out the Literary Devices Day 1 quiz. Attendance, obviously, is here for you. Make sure you go ahead and click that. And again, I've already set up attendance for the November 11th as well. So this is the main focus if you are virtual in the building today and tomorrow. Okay, so Tuesday and Wednesday. And then again, you can pay attention to kind of that schedule there. But there are some questions on here. And what we are going to do is we're taking a look at literary devices for the first time this year. Usually I've done this prior to now, but it's been a crazy year, as many of you know. There are resources here to use. So I created the top 2, and then the other 2 are really wonderful articles that give you examples specifically with tone, as well as just some additional definitions and examples of literary devices. So the way I like to approach this, and what you will be looking at today, is this is set up. I believe there are 7 songs you are going to analyze. And if you really think about lyrics, really all lyrics are, it's poetry, right? It's poetry that is voiced in song, and we all love music. So these 7 songs are from the early 2000s. I thought I'd throw you back a little bit. And what we are going to realize about music is it is littered with literary devices. Figurative language is anything that does not mean what it, literally sounds like it means, okay? So there are, whether it be allusions, whether it be hyperbole, whether it be similes, metaphors, other types of comparisons, alliteration, there are countless examples in these songs of specific literary devices. So where I would start is this master list here at the top. I would have that open as you are working through each of these. I believe there are 7 songs, And there are, in most cases, 4 things you're going to be looking for. I believe in one song, there are 5 things you're going to be doing. Second thing, it's just for the more tricky literary devices here, set up in a PowerPoint. I'll give you some examples, some pictures there. And then again, these 2 articles here will be of great help to you, specifically the third one there, assistance with tone. Because for each of these songs, you're going to be asked to select the tone that you think comes across when listening to this. And again, I included the music videos. If you want to listen to those while you're working, feel free. If you don't want to, that's totally up to you. When you're in class here, if we're working together through this in class, if you are here so it'd be for Green Day folks on Wednesday and Friday, I will actually play these just in order as you're kind of working. And then again, we'll have the vocab quiz on Wednesday and Friday for Green Day folks as well. Thursday for White Day folks in the building. First song is Rockstar by Nickelback. And what you're going to do, take a look at just the lyrics provided here. Again, the music video is there. And you're going to address 4 things. Come up with an example of hyperbole. Hyperbole is a poetic exaggeration. 2, an allusion. An allusion is a reference to something else. Okay. 3, name the tone of the song. And if you want tone examples, again, really good. Check out that article there at the top. And then lastly, this question is on each of these 7 songs. So these words do not tell us exactly what the person wants. However, if we read between the lines, we can kind of figure out what is this person looking for. So a couple ways to look at this. Actually, I give you kind of 3 questions to think about. In your own words, what is the singer really trying to say? What does he or she want? Or what is he or she remembering? Okay. Second song. Once you go to next here, I'm going to go through all these real quick. Again, feel free to use this video no matter when you were knocking this out this week. I hope it helps. Second song is Green Day. It's called Boulevard of Broken Dreams, talking about walking a lonely road. So if you're looking for tone, lonely might not be a terrible shot there. Repetition. Okay, so repetition is something that's said over and over and over again. Personification, you're going to look at examples of times human characteristics are given to something that is not human. That is what personification means. What is the tone of the song? And then again, same question for number 4. What is the singer actually trying to say? What does he or she want? Or what is he or she remembering? Third song is by Alicia Keys. It's called Girl on Fire. I'm guessing a lot of you have heard this. And you could probably guess this girl really isn't on fire because that would be painful. What is she really trying to say? This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame. Metaphor there. She's not really a flame, but we're comparing her to one. Examples of simile, like or as comparisons. What do you see here? Examples of figurative language. Again, figurative language is anything that does not mean what it means, seems like it should mean on the surface. You're a really cool guy, okay? You're not cold. It's figurative language. It doesn't mean what it sounds like it means. Tone of the song. Explain. Again, examples in the article above. And then same question for number 4. Next song is Firework, Katy Perry. I always hear this around, 4th of July, among other times. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Simile right there. Comparison, like or as. Drifting through the wind, wanting to start again. What wonderful, wonderful lyrics that is right there. Some imagery as well. 5 things for this one. Simile, metaphor, figurative language, tone, and then same last question. Next song you'll work through is Taylor Swift Love Story, talking about Romeo and Juliet. By the way, that is an allusion. That you were Romeo. She is alluding to the story of Romeo and Juliet. Romeo throwing pebbles. My daddy said, stay away from Julie. I love this song. Although it doesn't end well for them, so maybe Taylor Swift should have thought about that when they both die in the end. But I digress. Great song by Taylor Swift here. You're going to be looking for allusion. Already kind of helped you with that. Examples of metaphor. Do you see comparisons? Tone of the song, and then same question for the last one. Getting down to the end here, we have Coldplay Paradise. She was a girl. She expected the world. Flew away from her reach as she ran away in her sleep. Oh, a lot of repetition in this one. Examples of hyperbole. Do you see poetic exaggeration? 2, figurative language. Things that don't mean exactly what they seem like they should mean on a literal level. Let's just look here real quick. Yeah, there's some up there. Tone of the song, and then the same question for number 4. And the last song you'll be looking at, second to last song, I believe. There's one more. Calvin Harris, Feel So Close. Figurative language, metaphor, tone, and then same question for number 4. What does the singer seem to really be saying? And then lastly, Nelly Furtado, I'm like a bird. I only fly away. And there's simile right there. I'm like a bird. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. Interesting. I'm curious what you land on for tone here. Figurative language, simile, tone of the song, and 4, same question as before. So when you're done, you may just submit that quiz, and that is what you will be doing virtually this week when you were not in class. That is the game plan. So folks, reach out with questions. Let me know if I can help. Be prepared when you are physically in the building after today. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, you are taking a test, whether it be To Kill a Mockingbird or whether it be Vocabulary Unit 5, which is posted in yesterday's module. See ya.